If your child plays sports, safety is always a top concern. And when it comes to concussions, how do you know your child is being protected? A new report by the University of Hawaii breaks down the number of concussions sustained by high school athletes last semester, along with the schools that saw the most head injuries. We wanted to know how this information is being used to improve safety. Alexander Zanes is getting answers. Alexander?
Yeah, Joe, everyone I spoke with says while Hawaii is leading the charge in concussion management education, it can always get better. I want to know what the concussion numbers mean and how schools are working to keep their athletes safe. So let's take a look at the numbers. Across all sports, there were 613 concussions this past semester. The sport with the most concussions came as no surprise. Football with 321. Cheerleading, girls volleyball, and girls soccer round out the top four. Bob Morikuni, the athletic director at McKinley High School, tells me coaches in all sports are taught how to spot the signs of a concussion, and that while he knows eliminating concussions isn't entirely likely, his coaches are all trained to spot concussions.
Just to make sure that their safety comes first. They're not suffering in the classroom, as mentioned.
Here's how it breaks down by island. On the Big Island, Konawaina and Hilo high schools both saw 11 reported concussions last semester. On Kauai, Kauai High came in with 16. Maui checked in with 25 at Maui High. And on Oahu, Mililani and Kamehameha had 41 and 34 concussions. Researchers say thanks to baseline concussion testing and now widely required concussion management training, concussions aren't going unnoticed like they might have in the past.
Hawaii Concussion Awareness Management Program, or commonly referred to as HCAMP, does at least 2 or 3 workshops every year.
Along with increased training and guidelines, the University of Hawaii, with the help of athletic trainers, compiles the number of concussions seen in each sport, helping schools and parents see how concussion management programs are working.
We're trying our best to do all we can for this student, getting everybody involved and making sure that they have the best possible recovery, they won't fall back in school, and we can get them out playing again, as soon as we can, safely.
Nathan Murata, who leads the University of Hawaii team that penned the report, says concussion management is a community effort.
I think coaches are getting involved in better coaching techniques with regard to blocking and tackling, so I think that has helped. But I think more so, is getting the parents to also be part of this team, if you will, to identify that, hey, my child has a concussion, I need to check it out.
For football, equipment is also a big part of making sure athletes are safe. I found out the helmets used are required to be certified every 2 years, but most schools have their helmets certified annually. And if you'd like to read the full report, we will post a link to it on our website. Alexander Zanes, KHON 2 News.
So what are the signs of a concussion? According to experts at UH, look to see if someone appears dazed or confused and if they're slow to answer questions. Behavior and personality changes are also signs of a concussion, along with nausea and vomiting.
And also, if the brain's not well healed after concussion, especially if you get multiple concussions, you can potentially have a permanent brain injury. So you can be living with a permanent memory problem, concentration issue, and sometimes leading to a certain type of dementia as well.
To see a full list of concussion signs, visit our website, khon2.com.